What's going on, YouTube world? I'm that dude named Dave, and I am back with another reaction video. But before we get started here, let's just do the quick house cleaning. Need you guys click on like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Why? As you can see, I will be honest, part of the struggle stream nation, locks and all. So just take a few seconds here and just do that for your boy. Okay, that's a few seconds. I'm not going to hold you up here. So I'm going to get to a quick video here with Kevin Samuels. We're talking about therapy, so this was an interesting clip and I want to get you guys' ideas on it. So let's get to it here.
See, what I'm talking to is another woman who refuses to look and take accountability for your own mindset about relationships. You spent 4 years. You spent 4 years. Have you had any therapy?
I don't really need, you know what? No, I haven't had therapy. You think I need?
I hate to stop it there. As soon as she says that, I don't really need, that mentality is a problem. I'm going to keep it plain here, but I want to stop it there. So let's get back to the clip.
Therapy?
Do you think it makes sense to stay with somebody for 4 years who doesn't like your job? And then blame it on Beyonce being crazy in love?
Oh, wow.
Well, because, I mean, I understood, that he didn't probably understand my job. And so I was trying to get
He didn't understand your job. He didn't understand that a model gets paid for her appearance. A 5-year-old understands that.
No, he was looking at it from a standpoint of men.
How old is this man?
Being around.
How many years older was he than you?
He's 2 years younger.
2 years younger.
Yeah.
24.
Yes.
And he has a big old house.
So here's a woman that was in a relationship with a guy for 4 years. He is 2 years younger than her. And she is claiming that she doesn't need therapy by sticking in a relationship that was going nowhere. See, I just want to say this really fast before I get back to the clip here. When it comes to therapy and black people, we think it's just taboo, like we don't need any help. But let's keep it straightforward here. If you break your hand and then you got to go to the hospital and then you get a cast, you get that cast taken out, you got to go to therapy so you can work your hand right because it was broken. You got to do the work to get it working right. So something physical as that is your hand. Same process of your arm, your leg, your toes. We have to go through some sort of therapy if we break it. So if something trauma breaks in our head, why don't we go to the doctor? Why can't we use that analogy? But for some reason, the stigma in our community is that if we got to see a shrink or we got to see something, there's something wrong with you. You know what? Something is probably wrong and we need to get it fixed. Just like if that pinky is broken, you get it fixed. It's that simple, people. But for some reason, we allow the stigma to kill us here. But let's get back to the clip.
Yeah, because he's silver spoon fed. His family owns properties and,
Young rich
Do
dude.
you want to be married one day?
Yeah, I do. That's
you want
what
children?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you
Hold
something.
on. Let me do this. You want children?
I do. I don't have none.
And you're 26.
Yeah.
How many children would you like to have?
As many as I can.
How many children would you like to have?
As many as I can.
How many children would you like to have?
4 or 5.
So that means
he did that on purpose here. Ladies do not like to answer direct questions. He is doing that on purpose. He asks how old you are and then how many kids you want to have. How many you want to have is not a direct answer. If you want 1, 2, 3, or 4, give us a direct answer. When we say, hey, what do you want? I want whatever. No, that's not an answer. So how many kids you want, ladies? When you really want to think this out in the dating market and you're looking for your guy, this is a serious question. Not just as many as I can have. It's 2 or 3 or 4. Let's be realistic here, but let's continue.
4 or 5 children. That means you're going to have a man that makes enough money to provide for those.
Right.
All right. And how was the previous relationship you had and your current state going to set you up to be your wife to a man like that in the future?
Well, I've been fasting and I've been celibate all this year.
So
what?
Don't be laughing at me because you think it's funny?
I'm asking you about a man that you said I've been fasting.
And I've been celibate, Kevin.
But when I asked you about therapy, you I don't need it.
My therapy has been with fasting and with prayers. I don't know. I mean,
you can't make this shit up.
Wow. We hear it here. Black community, black women, black men, if you're watching this here. Therapy is with fasting and prayers. I'm going to say this again for people here. If you're going to use prayer here, what it's one line in the Bible that people do not want to use. And I'm not even a Christian person anymore. Faith without works is dead. So here you are putting all this prayer here, but where's the works? The works is the therapy. So here you are doing all this prayer, and if you're going to follow the God mantra, you're doing it backwards anyway, and God ain't even listen to you. Back to the clip.
You don't, I think it's, I mean, I've made a drastic turnaround, Kevin. I was wild as fuck.
You did.
You can't make this shit up, people. Y'all have heard this. You think that a man who makes enough money to be able to support a wife and a family of 4 or 5 children should accept a woman who does.
Okay, I'm going to stop the clip here because I don't want to go over time here. But this is what we have in the community here, that people actually think that fasting and prayer is working on yourself in the dating market. Ladies, no, fasting does not help us men. That's helping yourself personally with your health. And on top of that too, what kind of fasting are you doing if you want to get technical on that? Because maybe you don't need to fast this particular moment in your health cycle. Maybe you need to change your diet in that progress. But that is for you. That is not for us. You're getting your personal things going here. And then fasting in this modern day in the sexual marketplace here, you fasting ain't helping me out because you're not doing what you're doing here. So what are the tools you are doing to get yourself right? And if it's not therapy, people, man, we just going down the wrong path. Oh boy, this is modern black people, black women in general. But what do you guys think here? Am I off base? Is Kevin off base here? Is this video wrong here? Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me that I'm cool on this, or that dude, you just mad off. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave.